Hello everyone, and thank you as always for joining me for this month's Greater Vancouver monthly market update. Our goal with these videos is to bring you unbiased, unspun analysis of the local real estate market. If you find the information valuable, please give us a like, share this video with a friend, and make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any future episodes. All right, despite there seemingly being no end in sight to shorts and t-shirt weather outside, the market, on the other hand, continues to cool as we trek through the fall months. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the numbers. Let's start off by taking a look at the September sales volume, which came in at 1,687 transactions, representing a 9.8% drop from August. Considering the fact that the summer months are typically some of the slowest of the year, we should be seeing an increase in activity rather than a 9.8% drop. But here we are. From a historical perspective, this represents a 46.4% drop from the same period last year and puts us at 35.7% below the 10-year average for the month of September. So this is not great news if you're a seller, as it's a sign that buyers continue to be hesitant out there, which continues to put downward pressure on prices. One saving grace is that inventory levels haven't jumped significantly, coming in at 9,971 listings for the month of September. This represents just a 3.2% increase over August. But even with a modest increase in inventory, combined with a near 10% drop in sales volume, our months of inventory has now creeped up to 5.9 MOI. Traditionally speaking, we consider 4 to 6 months of inventory as being a balanced market, but that's very much a generalization, and at 5.9 MOI, it's safe to say that we are now clearly in buyer's market territory. Now remember, months of inventory is essentially a metric of supply and demand. So when our MOI rises, there will be continued downward pressure on prices. As a result, our HPI benchmark price in the region has now dropped to 1.15 million, which represents a 2.1% drop from the previous month. If we chart these numbers, this is what our pricing graph looks like for the last 3 years. You can see that despite the large drop from the peak of the market in February and March of this year, prices are now still approximately 4% higher than at this time last year. At least that's according to the Real Estate Board's price index formula. So those are the official stats, but numbers are just numbers. From a boots on the ground perspective, we are seeing a strong reluctance among sellers to list their properties in these market conditions. Many of our prospective clients are telling us that they would rather wait until the spring when market activity is traditionally the strongest. And that reluctance among sellers to list now is really the main reason that is preventing prices from falling at a faster pace. If we had seen a surge in listings in September like I had worried that we might, there is no doubt that we would see even further price decreases along all segments of the market. And now the question is, are sellers just kicking the can down the road? Are we going to see pent-up supply coming on the market in the spring? I hear a lot of people speculating that this will in fact be the case. And if it is, then waiting to list your property until that time may actually be counterproductive because you will be facing much stiffer competition should listings surge. And the only way to cut through that competition will be to lower your price expectations. And let's face it, it doesn't appear that economic conditions will improve. The Bank of Canada has 2 more scheduled rate announcements left this year, one on October 27th and one on December the 8th. I've seen some analysts predicting that by the time we ring in the new year, rates will be another 1 to 1.5% higher than they are now. If the rising rate environment continues into 2023, we could see 4 more interest rate hikes by spring of next year. Not ideal if you're holding off until that time to sell your property. With every percentage point that rates rise, a buyer's qualifying power drops by approximately 10%. So good luck getting a better price for your property then than you would right now. And the reverse is true for buyers. If you're planning on getting into the market, do you wait? I mean, maybe, but what will you actually qualify for if rates are close to 2 percentage points higher next year? And so, as I've mentioned before, if you're looking for a home that will serve you for 4 to 6 years, and you can control the temptation of checking on your property value every month over the first few of those years, then perhaps it makes sense to jump in now at the current rates. At least more of your monthly payment is going towards your principal now than it will if rates go even higher. I've personally been encouraging prospective buyers to get a rate hold right now because typically these last for 130 days with most major banks and lenders. So if you don't use it, that's totally fine, but it's there just in case the right property comes along. And if you do find the right home, even a couple months from now, you will essentially be 2 rate hikes ahead of the game. All right, that's it for me for this month. Wishing everybody a safe and happy Halloween, and I'll catch you right back here in about a month's time. Take care, everyone.